It's Mars versus Venus.
Hey, all right, before we jump anywhere, I want to say much love going out to Sherry and the Yellow Van Doubles team.
Sherry.
They just load up the whole building. Apparently, homie's on the other side. He was in 107, pleading that he hadn't had the doubles in months.
Nice man. Thanks so much, Sherry.
And somebody went through and
whole team.
Somebody went through and
big up yourself.
Inside that car on camera though.
Oh, it was, boy.
You know, the camera though. All right, for those of you now tuning in, we're doing statistics in relationships because of late, in this new modern age world that we live in, everything has a statistic.
Statistics.
Yeah, statistics.
Statistics, yeah.
Statistics in relationship and everything has a statistic.
Wow.
Wow.
You get that on easy way.
Yeah. That's what I get when we started dealing with statistics.
So I have some other statistics here.
But you yourself getting a little trappy.
You had a pause when you reach the top of the word, you had a pause. Statistics. So the statistics here, it's saying people who are financially dependent on their spouse are more likely to cheat. Both men and women are more likely to cheat the more they depend on their partner financially. However, they don't cheat equally. In a year, there is a 5% chance that completely dependent women will cheat on their partner, and a 15% chance that dependent men will.
A little complicated, yes, but okay.
That's a statistic. So if you know you're the breadwinner.
You seen breadwinners is get one?
You're getting butt right now, eh? You are probably getting butt, as the statistics say.
Then
you feel you're providing on you know? You're supposed to be secure, yeah, man. Nah, while you out there getting it, she out there getting it, eh?
And let me just reiterate what we kicked it off by saying. Remove sex from a relationship and you will discover that over 90% of ladies have nothing to offer in that said relationship. And if you remove money from a relationship, you will discover that over 90% of ladies won't see the reason to be in that said relationship. And we're asking you here in Ojo World, you think these statistics are correct or it's utter garbage? That's what we're talking about. Statistics in relationships. That's the Mars versus Venus today. So ladies, we want to hear from you. And of course, the guys, you could weigh in and let us know what's going on. Because every situation is different, guys. And we know that. Everybody's situation. There's some situations that are unique to that environment and unique to the two individuals. And some relationships or some situations mirror each other. They might have similarities. Hello.
Morning.
Hi, good morning.
Morning, honey. How are you?
I'm great.
Nice one.
So, if it is a working against the employed and maintaining myself, what I need a man for?
What you need a man for?
Uh-huh.
You know, comfort, a companion, and push. You know, somebody you could lean on.
I heard Jaiga say sex is overrated.
Wow.
Say that again. I said what?
Sex is overrated.
You said yes.
Today I said that?
No, yes, you said that already a morning.
Oh, a morning. Oh, yeah.
Yes, you said it's overrated. That you prefer the way people place emphasis on it. Yes, it's important to place an integral part, but I think each partner should bring 50-50.
Right.
You understand? And the reality is, if I'm with someone and they can't contribute 50-50, then what is the purpose of me being with someone and having that additional stress? You understand? It don't make sense to me personally.
Why you saying it's stress, darling? You don't want somebody to confine in?
Relationships sometimes could be stressful, you know. I always tell, like, I have a friend who she finds it hard to be alone, and I tell her nothing is wrong with being by yourself. Enjoy you.
All right. So once you think set up correct and you have your job
and I'm gainfully employed, and I'm capable of taking care of
need a man.
Yes, I need a man, but I'm just saying. I need a man and I have a man, but I just saying.
When you're ready for him, he could come and then he could leave.
Exactly.
Papa.
All right, honey. Cheers to life, yeah? Have a good one.
Have a great one, darling. Wait, I wait come to boy. Take
told
your
you
jam
guys.
and leave. Take your jam and leave.
What?
Take your jam and leave.
Hey,
Don't put
hey.
no peas on the stove.
Leave.
Leave.
Take your jam and leave. Leave.
Take your jam and leave. Please. Take your jam and leave. Please. Take your jam and leave. I don't want no peas. Don't cook no peas for me. I don't want no pale, no curry for me. I just want my jam and then you could go home. You could go home.
Bongs was going good. They started straining the bongs. Daddy, is that one again? Not like Nikki, boy. That one, boy. Hello.
Catch it again. Morning.
Good morning, fellas. Jaiga,
Yo,
Rodel. Nikki,
oh.
if you're listening, morning to you, darling. She made a good point there, you know. She made a good point. After, I agree with her in most of her points. You understand?
So you agree?
Yes,
You
take your
agree to
jam
that,
and
Friday?
leave.
Wow.
Take your jam and leave.
So Friday, let me ask you, would you be comfortable in a situation like that? Like,
But not everybody had a purpose in
you're
life. That's
catching
some people,
feelings
when
for
they see
this
them,
person.
they're good for certain things, whatever those things are. So you have to know if those are the things that you want. You understand? You have to know if those are the things that you want.
Right.
So everybody can be, not everybody cut out for certain things.
I was saying, a individual like that, right? You was taking your jam and you was leaving all the time. But you start to catch feelings. You start to catch real feelings for the person. But all she wanted to do is take your jam and leave. Where's your position?
Well, I'll just deal with it.
You'll take your jam and leave, or you'll just leave and never come back?
Well, who knows what happens?
That's real complicated, you know.
Yeah, boy. But you could only cross that bridge or decide to cross that bridge when you reach that bridge.
All right,
You
bro.
understand?
Yeah, Friday.
Yeah.
Cool. Pull up behind you.
Hey, what's going on? This Lennon out here in San Diego. Of course they go cheat. Because they home and doing nothing. You out working all day. They sitting down home and doing nothing. They go find somebody who sitting down home who ain't doing nothing too. And the two of them go cheat and make nothing.
Wow.
Morning.
Morning, gentlemen. Morning.
What's up?
I fully agree with that statistic thing, man. Fully.
Talk to me, why?
That's all the man say. He disagree.
Just agree.
Disagree with the statistic.
So guys, if you're now tuning in, remove sex from a relationship and you will discover that over 90% of ladies have nothing to offer in that set relationship.
No.
That is what I'm reading here.
Not sex if you remove. Oh yeah, continue. Yeah,
Come
correct.
on,
You're
man.
correct. My bad.
I'm reading it here. And remove money from a relationship and you will discover that over 90% of ladies won't see a reason to be
In the relationship.
in that relationship.
So we're
That's the
talking
main
statistics in
statistic.
relationships here, guys, and we want to know, get your take on it. What do you think? You think these statistics are true or false? Or that's garbage? Again, I started by saying we first have to understand time and place. We have to understand that we are no longer living in 1957. A lot of things have changed since then. People's attitudes have changed. The way people look at things have changed. Just equal rights and all.
Yeah.
Women have fought for many years to be treated equally, and because of that, it kind of diluted a lot of things, and that's one of the things that people need to understand. Cause and effect. They fought for that for so long. Now they're faced with it and they realize, and in fighting for that, obviously if you fight for that, some things
Equality.
will,
Of
when you
course
fight
it
for
will change.
equality, things will change,
yeah.
and people need to understand that. It's simple things, if you're fighting all the time, you're traveling. I can't wait to get a car. I fed up travel. I can't wait to get a car. You struggle. Bam, you get a car. With the car comes different responsibilities. You know how to service it. You have to pay insurance. You have to understand people will
maintain.
ask you for a drop.
Yeah.
These are the things happen. So in life, women have fought for equality for so long. The ancestors of the older women fought for it, and these young girls now coming into a time where they believe the entitlement is there for certain things. They work and they have independence. So with that independence come different things. And they need to understand that and live comfortable in their skin. A lot of these people, you want the independence, you want all the niceties that comes with it, but you do not want to face up the realities that come with it.
Correct.
in that reality, things are going to change. You're going to be treated differently. People are going to look at you differently.
I think it's equality in certain things, not everything. Not everything at all. I just throwing in some statistics
As we go along,
right?
Yeah. Good.
Right?
Do your thing.
So-
Statistic king, do your thing now, man. I know you do real research this week. You was working, I see you up late. You're online all 2 in the morning on the socials.
Listen, a survey found that 17% of people in Britain, which is over 10 million people,
17% is a high ratio.
yeah, 10 million people would be prepared to have sex with an android.
No, God, where you going to that now?
Just giving you a
Yeah, but that
statistic.
statistic, how that fall
it
in?
will trickle down eventually.
How that fall in?
This is what it is. People don't want to be in relationships again. They don't like humans. They rather an android. That is what it is. 10 million people say, yeah, give me the US. Taking our update. They want that.
Instead of a human being.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Food for thought.
It's sad though.
Food for thought.
You rather be with a robot?
Than a human?
Yeah.
Can't ask that question.
Why?
It's wrong to ask
Why?
me that no and to answer that no. It's wrong. And I
Why?
I no.
I think people just want full control over the person that they're with.
No, it's not that. It's not full
So
control
it
over the
is.
person they're with. You have to again, every individual and every situation is unique to that
A
situation.
robot cannot show you full compassion.
It's not about compassion.
So it is.
It's not only about compassion. That's my point. It's dependent on the individual. There's some people who like certain things, Judy, and some people who don't.
So
It's like you might, like for instance, people really like Karaili out there. That man is what eat Karaili and hops, Karaili and bake. Real Karaili. I do not want Karaili. But Karaili could save a life. It's a meal, correct?
Yeah.
Exactly. So not everybody has a taste bud for Karaili.
You see how people thinking out here? At least you won't catch a STD.
With an Android, you might get a virus.
Yeah.
The Android might get a virus. It might necessarily be a STD. But if the Android get a virus and you lost all the data, everything you have built with that Android for the
Correct.
past
Let's
5
start
years, they
over.
could lose it. They could start over
Start over from
again,
scratch.
cause an
But
effect.
that could happen with a human as well.
Exactly. So every situation is unique. That is my whole thing. Is maybe I'm arrogant and ignorant to the point of I from a school of understand your situation, accept your situation, and like keep it pushing.
Yeah. You see a robot and go on you though. How you feel?
Daddy here they see me and Jam no Android because when I push my thing in and it short circuit and my thing stick I not
Daddy,
that.
they only gone off course. They only gone. Let me see on course, please. You see,
Hey, what's
Woody?
going on, fellas? Lyndon here again. But you gotta look at this. If the start of the relationship was based on sex, and then you're trying to get to know somebody, that could be a problem. But
Fact.
if you got to know them first and then sex come after,
True.
you can probably take out the sex and everything will be good.
True.
But if the sex was first and you take that out, there's nothing else there.
Correct. That's a good fight. That's a good point. If you have never allowed yourself to understand the other person you with, like truly understand and accept them for who they are,
Yeah.
you will encounter problems. Because
people don't have that time again.
all of the other things are frivolous, and because anybody can have fun with anybody.
Correct. I agree.
Anybody can have fun with anybody at any time. That you can leave now, we could go 5 islands, bounce up 2 virgin, and bounce up 3 years and go down there and have a time for 3 hours at 5. It doesn't necessarily mean that 3 hours is your life. You know?
Yep.
And this is the whole misconception that a lot of people have when they talk it infidelity and they talking all these things. And yes, I truly believe that trust is very, very important in all relationships and in anything that you're doing. Even with us here at the breakfast party, I need to entrust that if I walk downstairs to get some water, you ain't go on the mic and talk garbage for you to lose the license. So it has to have a sense of trust. But at the same time, you also have to remember that moments are there and everybody encounter them. But some people hold on to a moment and try to make it bigger than it actually is. Lots of people can accept things for what it is in the now. Because again, emotion plays a big part in that. Because a lot of people are so emotionally driven that they don't know how to separate the whole. Yeah, like me. I sorry that I'm that kind of dude. I will see it today and hear you always seen. That don't necessarily mean I will hear you tomorrow though. Facts. You could hate me. You could not like my approach, but that is who I am. You have an option to accept it or not. And that is where we have that big breakdown now. A lot of people get caught up, like you feel like you are entitled to be treated a particular way.
Entitled.
You feel that you must be, because this is what you have taught yourself for all these years, and you are entitled to be treated a particular way. So if it's not happening, you feel you will go in and end. That is not the case.
Morning to the panel. Selector Pro, keep up the good work, buddy. Jaiga, always on point 99% of the time, brethren. You're like Sal. You're always on point.
Sal!
Brody,
Daddy,
morning,
where is that,
easy.
boy? Oh, I said Sal.
So family that all I good for. Tell Jam and leave. Don't worry. You will get bad feeling for the morning again. Don't call my phone to come and carry no hospital. Eh?
Wow.
Do not call my phone. All I good for is Jam.
Wow. That personal,
Hello,
bro.
morning.
Hello.
Morning, guys.
Hi, morning.
Okay, so the survey not entirely wrong, but it have one little discrepancy in that. Jaiga, you ever encountered a 30-year-old girl?
A 30-year-old girl.
Yeah, you don't have them?
Yeah. Yes, of
In
course.
age?
Yeah.
She's 30.
She's 30, but in mind she's a girl. Sure.
She's a girl.
Yeah.
You have some 20-year-old girls, you have some 30-year-old girls, you have some 40-year-old girls. They don't appreciate nothing.
Yeah.
It's easy come, easy go.
Right.
They don't have to work too hard for
Men
nothing.
as well,
They
eh?
don't really men as well.
Men as well, eh?
Don't get me started on
Yeah,
that.
men as
I'm
well.
talking about ladies.
There's some 40-year-old boys out there too, eh?
It has some 40-year-old boys, it has some 50-year-old boys and all. They could go up the road.
Yeah.
So because they really they don't bring nothing to the table, and because they're not mentally mature yet, it's a girl you're dealing with.
Correct.
So the survey refers to girls, women bringing something to the table and understand the value of everything.
All right. I respect
So
that.
it's not the same.
Sense, correct. And I agree with you there, Lily, 1,000%. Facts.
All
For
right,
real.
Lily.
On a real, let me just elaborate on what Lily is saying. Truth and in point. A woman can bring something to the table.
Yes.
Always. Because as I always say, you will meet people throughout your life. Remember, it's 3 scores and 10. And I am a strong believer of that, right? Call me a pastor child, but I'm a strong believer of 3 scores and 10. You have 3 scores and 10 in your lifetime. For those of you who don't understand what that means, a score is 20 years. Because he pro watching me like he lost. Right? 3 scores and 10. So you are allotted by God. And this is what I believe. I'm not forcing my belief onto you. You have 70 years on this earth that should be granted to you. And in that 70 years, you should have a purpose. And not everybody understands within that 70 years what their purpose is.
Correct.
So you will encounter people in your 70-year journey that might not share your view. You have to respect them same speed. And you will encounter men and women who, with age, they have age, but they have not mentally matured to understand somebody else. And those are the things that you will encounter. So I believe that the survey is talking to the ones who have not mentally developed to understand their purpose. Hence why they will say they can't bring anything to the table. Because you can meet someone who mightn't be financially secured or can't financially help you, but they can stimulate you intellectually.
And that is bringing something to the table.
Exactly. And they can encourage you to be a better you.
Correct.
You dig? There's some people that could be their purpose. Their purpose is to be that trigger in your life to make you do better or to motivate you to do better. And that in itself is a contribution.
Correct.
But lots of people tend to, and arrogance too, makes you ignore someone's contribution sometimes because you feel you should have a particular something, and because you don't have it, you ignore the fact that what they do holds value.
And it's how family members just do that, you know.
Of course.
Family members just let you know that you, because you know the highlighted contributions in a relationship is money.
Of course.
The major one. Once you're not contributing that, you ain't really doing nothing at all.
Sad to say that that's a society thing. That's a social thing. Especially in an instance where let's bring it down a little bit. Let's say 2 28-year-olds, right, in a relationship. Let's say 2 girlfriends. They're going out with 2 separate guys or whatever. One of the guys they're going out with was allotted better benefits than the other. Meaning, on a social standing, they came up through, let's say, private school sector, parents were well off, middle class, so they were offered better opportunity than the other one.
Yeah, the family
Right?
well off, yeah.
Family well off. So it doesn't take away the fact that the other guy might love his girl or be genuine to his girl just as the other one. But again, bring the two girls together in their discussion. They will, and this is something with women, and women, you all can get upset if you wish, but it's been proven, and we say it from time and time again. Simple hairdresser talk. If you're a young girl's lineman and a hairdresser, and there are 5 girls linemen, 4 have relationships, 1 doesn't, and the one without a relationship comes to say, I met a guy, immediately the 4 girls go to where he working. Men do not function in that way. If a man comes to his 4 bedroom and say, hey, Ollie, I meet a smallie, men don't care. She could be unemployed. The first thing we go in and go, she nicer. She looking, boy, yeah, my brother, you get you. Because we cut from a different gene pool. So the point I'm trying to make is, when you in a situation like that, the 2 ladies sitting down talking, the guy who did not have the benefits as the other one, he might be doing everything in his power to treat that young lady correct, but she will not see it, hence the peer pressure of the other one, believing, or they have set this parameter that this is how it should be. Because the friend have a guy who might have a better job because he was granted a little more benefits, he was good, he driving, he doing this, he having that. It doesn't mean that the person who doesn't have these things are less than. But there is this fairy tale syndrome that we've forced onto us. We were bullied. It was bullied onto us.
I think what's really important in a relationship and really meshing with somebody, you see your morals and values, I just always come back to that, boy. That is like the ground foundation. Is your morals and your values.
Correct.
And what you stand for.
And a lot of times, Rudy, we have to remember too, we cannot blame the individuals all the time. I always blame their parents.
No, you can't blame them.
I blame their parents because if you grew up in a space where your mother or your father, in most cases the mothers, there's some mothers who I tell you inject this superficial lifestyle on their daughters as to what they should have and how it should be. It takes away from a genuine way of living and a genuine way of loving. They make them believe that, hey, like for instance, what happened the other day with the Prince thing now, with the girl, the American chick who get the Prince, and the big story, and everybody still man wake up early to watch you wedding and thing. There are
Prince
homes that project and mothers that project this image onto their daughters that that is how you should end up. And negate to show them the reality that in life, that might, if it happens, so be it. Kudos to you. But not preparing their daughters to understand, as you say, the foundation of a relationship, which is that moral and value, and the fact that if you have somebody who is genuine for you, try and find a way within yourself to nurture that. Nurture the strengths in it. Not all relationships are hard. Not all perfect, but whatever little hole you find that have a little dot.
Happy all the time, eh?
It can.
Some of them wanted happy all
but
the
you
time.
need to teach your children
As you see,
how.
hard times they want outer. They're ready to go.
But you need to
They're
teach
ready
these
to
young
go.
ladies how to hold on and nurture the little good that they have in the relationship.
Leave he.
That's normally
Leave
the case.
he, eh?
That's normally the case. Sometimes something go wrong.
Jaiga, you
Leave
see why
me.
I call yourself, boy? You are to the millennials what Clorox was to the baby boomers.
Stop.
That is what it is.
That your analogy is
And on
killing
top of
me, you
that
know.
now- And on top of that, now, boy, so Lily does. Lily like she does talk to your soul, boy. Sometimes I just can't stand people who does hit the nail on the head that dread, you know. Like they're on point now. When they talk to you, they are not, all you have to do is shut up and just think about what they're saying, but just meditate on it, boy. Lily does make some, when you hear a serious topic, Lily does make some point to the soul, boy. It's just
Who's that?
Yeah, that he me too.
Oh, just do that though.
Yeah, I feel he talking on the Android and that he me too ringing.
Oh, okay. Guys, we talking statistics. And how important is it sometimes, again, like for me, I tell you, like a lot of young people these days, as he said, the millennials, always read, boy. When last you sit with your significant other and spoke about a book that was stimulating or an article you read or something you have observed, or it could be current affairs. When last have you sat with that person that you're in a relationship with and talk something of substance outside of a boat ride, or if you're going jam, or if you can get a free jam naked ticket?
Damn.
When last have you sat down and stimulate each other's mind?
So Maximan is saying here, good morning, breakfast party. I get too much licks with women. So right now, match my money. They always talking about man can step up to them if he had no money and no car, etc. So right now, if you're not driving a Serato or making $10,000 a month,
Don't talk to him.
a turn.
Wow.
Do like you ain't see me.
Wow. See how superficial the world has become? So now it reached to that.
Preach, Jaiga, preach. Preach, my brother. Pope John Jaiga.
Daddy, where's that boy? Where's that boy? At the end,
brother.
at the end of-
Yeah.
So now we're saying in relationships, in order to call, we need to start profiling, and your profile, you need to pop your pay slip and a job letter. That is where we're reaching to. You now have to sit with a pay slip and a job letter. So it's interview going on when you meet a girl.
So a female is asking here, if men can only study how a girl looks, why can't women study what the men do for work? Neither is right, but if people are being superficial, it's like for like in that situation. It's like for like in that situation.
Yeah, but understand human nature, right? Human nature, human attraction is a human attraction, right? We all find something you will never, ever, ever, I guess maybe it might have people like that, but we talking face value here. You walk in a room, something has to attract you to an individual in the room. It could be the simplest of thing because everybody has their own personal likeness, their personal fetishes, different thing. It could be that, it could be boobs, it could be butt, it could be cheekbones, it could be hair. It have people who like different things. I am just simply saying, why is it that the ratio for women when it comes to that, they separate the natural beauty of a human being, of a man. You might see the guy, he looking attractive, he might be what you like, but you will separate that. You will not. That is second, because the first instinct is to figure out where he fits on your totem pole. What enhancements he's going to bring to your way of living. That is how they think. Because at the end of the day, it's not their fault. That is what was bred into them. Because again, they talk about struggles and all the things they've been through and their ancestors and the struggles women have been, and they only want equal rights. And yes, it gets that deep, especially black women. With black women, it's even harder because they fight for different equalities. The fact that they're black and they have to struggle through school, and especially like a young black lady trying to become a specialized doctor, a surgeon or something. The struggle she will go through, yes, will be different to others. So when she's on that personal level, she needs somebody who could understand her struggles. And again, as the guy said, step up to her and be at her level. She's not going to find comfort in somebody who have not struggled or somebody who's not as intellectually viable to her. I'm not saying it's a bad thing because you will want somebody to stimulate you, but I'm also saying that at some point in time, you need to let a guard down and give up yourself. Yes, I know men are dogs. It's a man who real chip it out there and make it real hard for others. But in order to find that true sense of happiness, it could come anywhere, bro. And a lot of these women who sit home and complain that they can't find a man is because sometimes they don't allow themselves to find true happiness by just allowing nature to take its course.
The walls are always up.
No, let nature take its course, bro.
Probably past relationships have them, so
yeah, but let nature take its course. Laugh a little
don't
bit,
like
get
to
somebody to make you smile.
It's not about being vulnerable anymore. Your walls, that wall always up there, and you're just putting more cement on it and building.
Fine. And if that's the case, stop quarreling, arguing, and talking about it. Accept the fact that you do not want anybody who's not at your level. Accept the fact that that person is not next door, that person is not in the near future. Live your life and start preparing to make crochet and buy Tucci little cat and dog food and cat food by Funky Pets, because you will end up by yourself.
But guys, what about the woman being the holder and the provider of the relationship? So I would disagree with that, because not all women don't contribute. We do. It have women who literally take care of men who afford the bills. They living by them. They drive in their car. They see about them. They order fortnight skins through their credit card, and they do all of these things. So you have women who are quite capable without the sex part, who could financially take care of a man and more. So I disagree with that statement and agree with it, as well as it has women who, if you take away sex, it has nothing. So it goes both ways.
I agree. Let's see.
Morning Jaiga, morning Ojo world. You know what? In relationships right now, it don't have no love, respect, and manners. That is what keeping back the whole thing. It's not about what somebody could bring to the table, because all the two individuals have to be creative and create and make something. You know? You don't have that now. It's all about what you can get a easy go through, a get you card. Everybody playing for that. You know, but we are creators. Life was made so. We are creators. We're supposed to create together. And if the man and the woman come together and create, everything will be fine. And put love, respect, and manners in it.
Facts. So we talking statistics, guys.